good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. TNT Neon Prime here, and we're back with another review. This time it's a review on Iron Warrior's IW-07 leader, Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime. There he is, looking real good, looking glorious. Alright, before we get into the review, I'd like to thank Showz's for this product. You can get this product now as of today. You can get him from Showz's store. And then as you go to Showz's store, there's a box right above on the main page called Support Your Favorite Viewer. If you could put TNT-01 and support your favorite viewer, and that helps me out, helps the channel out, helps everything out to keep the channel going and everything. All right, so let's get into it. First off, we're gonna start with the box. Right, here is the box. Pretty much the box is got the IW-07 leader on it. A16 choking hazard, small parts, not suitable for children under 3 years old. Also, we have here Iron Warrior, that's right here, and is made in China. Plain box. We have on the front one shell stand, and on the bottom side of the box one shell fall. Nothing else here on the box. Of course, we did an open box video, and so you already know what was contained inside the open box video. Now let's bring back the main attraction. Here we have Mr. Optimus Prime, looking in all his glory, looking real good. Can't complain about this, not whatsoever. Except for some detail, the plaster is a little thin, which is ain't really an issue, but I would like the plastic to be a little thicker and all that. So let's go over the accessories that comes with him before we start on the main meat of the video. Alright, we have two of his ion blasters. They do port in the hands, and once we get closer to that part of the video, I will show y'all how that's done. They did come in pieces, separated like that, so you will have to put it together, and you know, just pretty much peg it in to the little port here on the back side here, and just peg it in, and it is a tight fit. So let's go over the detailing of this. So we have his traditional energon color filled in here on the blasters, and also here on the front we have some paint here, red dots here on the back. This is I want to say it's painted. If it's not painted, it's molded out of a silver. This is paint. It is directly painted. Also have some dirty wash here to make it look like it's being battle damaged and all that. Same for the next ion blaster. Like I said, we will show you how they peg these on later in the video. Next is his blades. So here they did a nice setup here, made it look like it's coming directly out of his arm. Sit here with the shield on the side. The shield has some worn battle damage, also some paint scrapes and everything, so it got a little bit of dry brushing done to it. Also here has the energon rushing through the sword. Also the sword is also painted, and it has some wash also along with it, so it looked like it's been battle damaged. Nice paint detailing here to make it, like I said, like it blend in with his arm with the gunmetal gray in there and all that. So this looks very good. So I want to say this probably is infused paint. Maybe it's infused paint in the on the plastic, but it's a nice metallic red. Looks really good. All right, then we have the main the main swords right here. This sword is huge. You can see right there how big it is against my hand. This sword, I want to say, is just for like decoration, because there's no way of him holding this sword on it, so it pretty much sits on his back and everything. Or you can pose him holding it as he walks out, and show, like he's on that one scene where he walks out, and show that he has created this sword. But the detailing in this sword is very, very good. This sword is plastic. It does have a sharp tips right here on the end, so let's be careful of that. Right in here, you can see that it's flexible right there. So this is separate part front, not is separate from the blade, so it looks really good. Gunmetal paint here. We have a gold paint here. The sword is painted also. There's no worn wash on it. So like I said, this is more of a decorative piece to pose with him, for not holding, but can hold it like so, with the hand wrapped around it like so, and held in his hand like that. So it's nice, nice, very nice. The detailing in it with the sketch work here is very beautiful. Reminiscent of the show, look just like it does on the show. Alright, he does come with a energon version of that sword, with his fully energon. Same detailing, but only difference, this has a hand molded in place with this. So this hand you cannot remove this hand, but it has a hand molded in. I kind of wish they would have done this sword the same way, molded the hand in. Okay, so I stand corrected on the part that I said I didn't think with this sword here he can hold it. So there, I forgot to do something, which I have taken this sword apart to see if I can use this hand. So you can take this sword apart. You have to work it. It has a 5mm port in there. So you can also take this one apart. With the same port, same 5mm port, and you can port it in and have him wielding this sword also. So there you have it. He is wielding the sword with the molded piece, with the hand is molded to the board, to the sword. And if you want him to hold this sword here on his back, so just put that handle back in, and you can put this sword here on his back if you feel like you want to wield that sword on his back. But he can wield this sword, so you can take, like I said, that hand out. You take that hand out and port the handle inside of this sword, so he can wield that sword. So that is pretty cool. Like I said, I stand corrected on that. I'm glad I caught it kind of late, so that's why it looked dark outside now. So, but we caught it. All right, back to the other part of the video. But you know, each to their own. So it looks, they both looks good, looks really, really good. All right, next we have a metal piece here that slides on his back, which holds the sword in place. So it just slides into the spot like that, and it holds the sword in place on his back. Alright, then we have an alternate face here, which, let's see, kind of get that to focus. So we have an alternate face right there. So most of the time we will see him in the show with his alternate face as of this one. On time he will really wear his battle masks when he really would go into battles most of the time. So yes, that looks really good. It is also painted with the eyes painted blue, face right here on the face side face, also painted the trim around the chin area. His chin guard is painted, eyebrows is painted. This can do LED lights front and rear, which it does have the LED gimmick, so it looks very, very good. As you see, it has 2 peg holes here, so I will show y'all how that is done also. Alright, then we have the light that actually goes in. So yes, this comes out, it comes in the pack like this, so it comes out, and it uses a CR927 battery, which I do not have at the moment. Look like the only place you can get them is off Amazon. And also, this is the magnet that activates the light. So just basically touch the light up to the head, like so. Bring it, just touch it up to the head, and the lights will come on. And like I said, unfortunately, I do not have a battery for that right now. So let's get into Mr. Prime himself. Alright, so let's get into detailing of this guy. He is very, very well detailed. In my opinion, he is very well detailed. The face mask, the crest hair, all of it is very, very detailed. And as we're doing this, you can see we are also doing articulation all at the same time. So you can see, excuse me, how detailed this guy is. And in the back of his head, also very detailed. And on that note, let's go ahead and do some articulation. Alright, so his neck is on a swivel. As you can see, you push back and forth. A squeaky swivel, not a swivel, but a neck adjuster. So it's squeaky, but you can see that you can pull forward and back on it. He can look that high up, and he can look that high down also. Alright, so other detailing in the spot here, the shock absorbers up against his neck, great detailing up in here, the wheel detailing with dirty wash done to that also, along with his tail pipes, exhaust pipes, not tail pipes, but with the exhaust pipes, and there's nice detailing in there also. Alright, up front, in my open box review, there are some pieces you have to put on, which pieces are the windshield and the shoulder panels. So the nice detailing here in the windshield area. This part is metal. The side view mirror is die-cast metal. There are a few die-cast metal pieces on him as well, but he's very light. He has some weight to him, but he's not as heavy as a 3.0 or the MMC Optimus Primes that I have. But he is light. He is very light. Not too light, but he's light. He will stand on his own. Of course, you can see that with not being toppled over. You see I'm shaking him now. He's doing fine. Alright, so we have more detailing here in the shoulder area, looking very, very good. Get up in there. So nice detailing work here in the shoulder. And as we doing that, of course, we're going to do some articulation. We have nice detailing here on the shoulder pad. As you can see, it has a dry brush done to the work, so make it look battle damage. And looking really good. So first what we'll do, get to the articulation of this. This can fold up. Let's back it up. The shoulder pad can go up to get a shoulder raised to about that high, all in the same sense. That shoulder can rotate so you can get that much more out of it. So there you go with that. Along with that, let's go ahead into the detailing of that. I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but nice detailing right there with the shock up in the arm. This piece is plastic here that rotates with that. Oh, let's get that. I popped that off. But this would be good to show how I popped it off by accident, but this will show how that went on. So there's a little port here on the back side here, and it just slides into place like that. So we get that going on, slides right into place like so. And you can see the shoulder do have a rotation on the arm. Still ain't got that in. Let me fix this. Alright, so I got it back on. So like I said, it had that rotation there for the shoulder here. Also, we have, like I said, we went over to that articulation part with the shoulder pad raising up. We have a swivel here. Also, we have nice paint detailing here with also a little bit of dry brush and damage, battle damage set up on this arm. You see you can rotate that all the way, pretty much front and to back. Also, we have a arm raised elbow bend to that much with a double joint in there. So you see that double joint right up in here and right there with a double bend for that joint. Along with that, you have a, let's get this right so y'all can really see how that works. Right here we have a double joint bicep, butterfly. So we have that right there along with that butterfly. So the chest actually flex. If you can see how the chest flex with that, and then you can go back. And we have a back butterfly. So I'm gonna show that right there. So we're right there, and then the chest flex also with that. So we got that going on. Also, we have a forearm swivel with that, very squeaky forearm swivel. We also have here in the hand more paint detailing here, and you see the dry brushing also here on the side with that. We have a wrist bend, so that goes in and out. How that wrist bend. This is plastic. We have hands on a swivel, on the swivel here, but there's some more die cast here on that. With the hand part of it, the palm and the back of the hand, this is metal. So that part is metal. The fingers are not metal, but the detailing in the fingers also is reminiscent of the show. So the hands look exactly like the show. It looks really good. We have a 2-point on each finger from base of hand to knuckle. So we have 2-point articulation on that. The thumb has one right at the tip of the finger. Also, the thumb do swivel back and forth. Alright, So the index finger has a point here and a point at the knuckle. So all these are separate articulations. So they can have full articulations on that. Also, we have here on the chest area, back to the chest area, and also we have a side tip for the head if I didn't do that. So we have a side tip for the head. We have a tip here on the upper chest area, so you can get that tip going on in your poses. We have a swivel here at the waist. We have a double ab crunch with this guy, so you can get that much out of the first one, and then we have, well, we already into that crunch, so let me get it back. So we have that first one there. Let me get this arm out of the way so you can see how that first one there, then we have that one going on in the back like that. So, and it shows, don't have much to show here in the back. So once that comes up, so it don't shows a spinal cord or nothing like your 3 zeros or your YOLO Park stuff. So it don't show that off at that. But while we're in the back, we have nice detailing here. The smokestocks are plastic. This whole back end is plastic. They even went as far as taking the smokestack. Let me get his shoulder out of the way. Take the smokestacks and went as far as going on the inside of the body there. So like I said, it's some great detailing. So you can see right up in there where they had all the smokestacks come right up here, come together and run right up into his rib cage area, so acting as a rib. Alright, let's see, check out the more detailing. Also detailing, great detailing here inside the ab area. Get that focus. Inside the ab area here, we have headlights right here. More detailing here with the front part of the rib cage. Also, we have dry brushing here on this metallic paint. With the windshields, you have to put them in, and you will have to have a little glue. So the direction states that you have to put a little glue on this for them to stay in place. If not, they one of mine fit real good, but the other one fit a little loose and it fell out. So I went ahead and glued them in. Nice detailing here on the ab whatsoever. The crotch piece here, here on his buttocks, and down here are metal, so that's more die casting there. Also, the paint here on this does have some dry brushing also to make it look a little more battle damage. Here on his buttocks have a little bit of washout also, and a little bit of battle damage here on this piece here. And this piece is, I want to say this piece is metal also. So there's some more metal in here on that piece. His thighs look exactly like the cartoon also. Along with that, he have a thigh swivel to there. He has a raised kick without doing that. A raised kick to that high, but he has a drop down here that gives him a kick up to that high with that. Along with that, you can see there are some paint dry brushing done here with some more detailing for that. That also in mind, more paint detailing here with the washout and the dry brushing here on his leg. This piece right here is also metal, so we get that knee bend with that separate knee bend. and then we kick it back and get another knee bend out of that, so you can see how much knee bend that is. This part right here is plastic, so all this on the inside is plastic. The wheels do not move on either the legs nor on the back. What else? You can, yeah, that's about it for the knee area. Also, let's get down more detailing here on the back side, on the side of that knee. More paint here. This figure is fully painted. This piece right here is also metal. It has some articulation in that. We'll get to that shortly. Nice shot detailing here with the suspension. There more pipe work done right here. Like I said, they really did some detailing on this guy. Along with that, like I said, we have articulation here in these pieces here, so you can move that how you want. The foot does have a right to left tip. We have a heel down, which a lot of paint detailing in there also. Get that much of a heel up, get that much of a heel down. We have a toe up, get that much of a toe up, and I was already at max for the toe down. I don't think I'm missing anything, so let's go on the back side here of him. Starting back at the legs, we nice vent detailing here. Like I said, the wheels has wash out on them, but also, like I said, the wheels do not move. Nice paint detailing for the tail lights. They do have a little bit of wash damage done on that also. So back, we already did his back, so we're back at his back side area. Like I said, these areas do not have, the wheels do not roll, none of that. But that flex is a fool. I'm telling you, that flex is a fool. See how much flex he did in there. So there's a lot of good detailing in with bringing the butterfly. And you can see there is a little bit of hollowness in there, but not too bad, not too bad. So that also, I think, what makes this guy real light. I think I went over pretty much all points of articulation. So now let's get into the accessory side of it to get everything up to par. Alright, first we're going to start off with the face. So let's basically take his head off, and pretty much where we'll raise that up again, pretty much where you can see that's where the light mechanism will fall right into there once you get your battery. So then, but to take the face off, all we have to do is pull at it like so, and you can see where they have two pegs here, and we can take his alternate face and peg it in to place like so. And then to drop his crest. But before we put that out there, I want y'all to see the detailing right in there with the dry brushing also, so that looks real good. Alright, and then peg that back into place. Right there. So there go Prime with his alternate face, and it's a good looking alternate face. So all my Primes pretty much are displayed with face mask on, and I think I'm gonna have him without his face mask. Even though his face mask looked good and he looked like he means business with this face mask, I really think I'm gonna pose him with this face. Alright, enough about that. Alright, his blades for his hands. Now, so pretty much just take the hand out, and you can see here this part is not painted. So like I'm saying, this part here, his palm, back of his hand, palm area is metal. So that's some nice die cast there. But pretty much just pull the peg out, and then all we have to do is plug in his hands, and the detail is cut out so here where it can pretty much line up with the top of his hand. So peg it in, and you can see how that pegs into the top of right there, so it fits into his hands. So we have that blade going on right there. So it's pretty much self how that looks. The detail on it. Oh, there's one more piece of metal here, and that's inside the back of his arm. That piece right there, that's also metal also. So the detail on that dry brush is amazing. So you can see how that is looking really good. Alright, from there we're going to take this off, and what we're going to do is peg in a blaster. Make sure I got the right blaster. I think I do. Nope, wrong blaster. Yeah, right blaster. So peg the blaster in. Also with the blaster, the section of the hand will let you know if you have the wrong blaster in, so it carves out. As I was getting ready to put this blaster on, and it wasn't carved out right. So yeah, with that blaster there, looking really good, looking like it come right out of his arm. So you can see how that looks. Like it really comes out of his arm. Alright. Bring that out. Then the next piece is his Energon sword. Pretty much just the same basically. Peg it into place, and you have there him wielding his sword. So you can see how that looks. Of course you can rotate it and tilt the hand in and out with that. For now we'll put his other hand back in, and of course on the back side, like I said, with the metal piece, it just hooks into place like so. You can see how that slides in, and the sword just drops right in on that, so y'all can see how that works out. So pretty much see how that works out. The sword is almost, pretty much the sword is as tall as the figure. So you can see right there, that's from bottom all the way to the top. So it's tall as the figure. Matter of fact, it's taller than the figure. So it's a big sword. Alright, so we have that done. We got everything. We're going to get down to some size comparisons. First up for size comparison, we're going to bring in YOLO Part AMK Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Checking them out. See how Look, he looking at Transformer Prime, seeing how tall he is. Alright, we're gonna have next 3-0 DLX Optimus Prime, so y'all can see how tall they are together. Next, we're gonna have Yellow Parks Bumblebee Movie Prime. So y'all can see how tall he is with him. So it's pretty good height between them. Yellow Parks Bumblebee Prime is still taller than he is, as you can tell by shoulder and head. So, yep. Last but not least, Muscle Machines MMC. I want to say this is Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime, either Dark of the Moon or Revenge of the Fallen. So you can see how tall that is. And Iron Warrior is a tad taller, just by a little bit. So y'all can see how they look. So they're just a tad taller. Alright. So, final thoughts. Alright. Here he is in all his glory and his hero kneeling stance. Optimus Prime. Alright, as far as this guy, I would recommend a 4 out of 5. He is, to me, is highly recommended to get. There are a few little pieces, like could have had a little more die-cast metal in them. The plastic on them is a little thin, but is acceptable for that. Detailing is great. Dry brushing, wash, everything is great on them. Highly articulated. Come with a bunch of accessories. So yeah, just scroll all over the Shozi store, and you can pick this item up on the Shozi store. Look up the item Iron Warrior, and in the search bar they should pop up for Iron Warrior. If not, put in IW-07, it should pop up. Alright, as far as that, thank y'all for watching. Y'all be blessed.